Here at Fulton we have 7 green rules. These are to ensure environmental compliance and are mandatory to all Fulton staff and subcontractors. The green rules are: you must always stay within the project boundaries, must always be permitted to work in waterways, discharging of water and clearing and grubbing. You must have permission to work outside standard work hours, minimise noise and dust at all times. You must report all incidents to a supervisor. You must keep out of all environmental protection areas and lawfully dispose of all waste properly.
So one of our green rules is to protect our boundary and know where all our sensitive areas are. So you can see here behind me, we've got our yellow flagging out there, which is our no-go signs. They protect the areas that we need to go. One we've got here is critically endangered ecological community, which is legally protected. So we've got our flagging out in place up here at Yulla, and then we've got another one down at Croom. So we're down here at Croom Reserve. This is the second area that has the critically endangered ecological communities. So we've got our fencing up, our flagging, signage in place just before all the works really start to commence through here, which is what we want. You can see over my shoulder there how close the works come to this area. We want to make sure if you're in and around here, you see the fencing falling over, the flagging down, that you can stop, pick it up and just put it back into place. That'd be great.
One of our key erosion and sediment control practices on site is our stockpile management. It is important to manage stockpiles in this way to preserve the integrity of the soil for when we rehabilitate the land at the end of the project.
Earthworks 101, we try to keep as much clean water out of our site before it can enter the site. So as you can see up here, we put diversion drains and that in, so all the clean water flows outside of our job and around our job, keeping our clean and dirty water separate. We try and progressively finish our batters, topsoiling and stabilising them to allow full growth on our batters and minimising the amount of dirty water that we create on the job site.
The project passes through many cultural significant areas. In fact, I'm standing on one right now behind me, which is Macquarie Rivulet. Culturally significant to the Aboriginal people and the local community. If you find anything that's unexpected to your works, you stop, call the Enviro team and flag off your area using this yellow flagging, which is the environmental protection flagging. Where's he going?
There's a popular adage that if you've managed water, you've managed your site. Behind us, we've got a coal wash job with a really important clean water drain that runs through the entire job and impacts 4 different areas, so we've had to manage it quite tightly. What we've got to do is make sure the dirty water and the clean water never mix. On the left-hand side, you'll see the coal wash area, and we've got a batter chute capturing the dirty water and running it down into a controlled chute, a longitudinal basin, and we capture that water there for treatment before it goes off-site. On the right-hand side, you'll see a clean water drain where the water comes through from another part of the project. We have to keep that water running at all times and let it get through the job and clean as it exits the project.